Our top story tonight, campaigns on both sides of the aisle making their way to Eau Claire, Wisconsin today. This is just one of several stops on their battleground blitz. Both the Harris-Walz ticket and the Trump-Vance ticket hoping to win over these critical votes in their bid for the White House. We do have team coverage for you tonight from Western Wisconsin.
Our Karen Scullin was at the campaign event headlined by Trump's VP pick, J.D. Vance, while our Rob Olson was at the rally for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz, the first campaign stop, in fact, in our area since Governor Walz was chosen as Harris's running mate just yesterday. Rob, give us a sense for what that was like today.
Here just northwest of Eau Claire at this music venue site here. The campaign says there were just over 12,000 people here. It certainly did look like a lot. It certainly felt like a lot just trying to get in here with all the traffic jams. But this, again, our first look at this ticket and at what Governor Walz can bring to this border battleground state on the border.
A lot of people want to be here.
It was such a traffic jam outside the Eau Claire rally site, waiting in line for hours.
Well, they blocked our road, so it's the only way we have a chance. Yes. And we want to get there. We want to get in.
That hiking soon became the better option for hundreds.
That was the adventure.
To see Kamala Harris with her new running mate from over the border, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz.
He's got farmers' backs. He does everything that Wisconsin stands for, too.
After a run-up of speakers, including Wisconsin's own Democratic governor. Tim Walz, the Springsteen fan, took the stage to Born to Run as he embarks on his biggest campaign yet.
You had to walk 2 miles. I had nothing to do with that, by the way. Nothing.
Working hard to charm the crowd of cheeseheads and Packer fans with a fair amount of Minnesotans here as well, as he tries to play his part to win this key battleground state and protect what Democrats consider a blue wall in the Midwest.
I don't need you telling me about our health care. I don't need you telling us who we love. And I sure the hell don't need you telling us what books we're going to read.
So, Wisconsin, this has been a big week.
Kamala Harris, who's now secured the votes to be the nominee, listed off the reasons she picked Walz Tuesday. His biography is teacher, soldier, and coach.
And in 90 days, the nation will know Coach Walz by a new title. Vice President of the United States of America.
The nationwide test of that appeal for this ticket is yet to come. But close to home anyway, the crowd here approved.
I think he'll do good here. I think, you know, so many people in this area are from Minnesota anyway.
So there's some familiarity, obviously, with Walz here, and that is what the Harris-Walz campaign is hoping that can make a difference. Tonight they head to Michigan and then, of course, other battleground states where it'll be a real test to see how the crowds there respond to this Minnesota governor. But also in town today, his opponent, J.D. Vance, who is the running mate of Donald Trump, and our Karen Scullin was there in this sort of duel of the vice presidential nominees. Karen.
Well, Rob, Vance went over the typical hot-button issues like public safety, energy independence, the border, that kind of thing. But he also went hard over the fact that he and former President Trump actually addressed the media, while Vice President Harris does not.
Landing at the same time as Vice President Kamala Harris, Senator J.D. Vance walked across the tarmac to a group of journalists traveling with Harris.
I also thought you guys might get lonely because the Vice President doesn't answer questions from reporters and hasn't for 17 days.
But he didn't stay there long and quickly made his way to Wallard International to address media questions, some of them very Wisconsin-ish. A local reporter asking why he's a good guy to have a beer with.
They'd want to have a beer with me because I actually do like to drink beer.
Vance then quickly included former President Trump in the conversation.
I've never met a guy who likes normal people more than Donald Trump. I've never met a guy who, when he's got a big decision to make, he will solicit feedback from every single person all over the country.
Fox 9 asked his response to Minnesota Governor Walz, saying he can't wait to debate Vance. Vance said Americans deserve the debate and that Walz needs to answer questions surrounding public safety.
Working people need to live in communities with public safety. Working people need to be able to build a business and know that some hoodlum is going to come along and burn it to the ground because of a political issue. Working people need the police to be supported in their communities.
And then Senator Vance addressed Walz, calling he and former President Trump weird.
I've got my wife here. I've got 3 beautiful kids at home. I'm a normal guy who wants to live the American dream and wants all of you and your kids to be able to live the American dream. That's why I'm in it. If those people want to call me weird, I think it's a badge of honor.
Now, Vance has been holding media events instead of rallies. He's also been kind of following the Harris-Walz schedule this week. Tomorrow, Vance ends up in Raleigh, North Carolina. In Eau Claire, Wisconsin, Karen Scullin, Fox 9.
All right, Karen, thank you.